people injured here. 3v3 Fall of Hyades, blue team. We've got the Killing Tree as an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura, some Legion of the Damned. Alongside is Lino, plays a Lord General, fights range combat, some very good defense and support, and begins with this retinue of stormtroopers to help him out. This is the new Steel Legion elite scheme. And Deckard alongside, rounding out the blue team as a force commander. Very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Red team, a couple of chaos players. We have TENrus as a chaos lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. Alongside, Mercer is an Eldar Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat, lots of great buffs with some debuffs and control abilities too. This is actually also a DLC, recolored red. And rounding off the red team is Topi as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of great manipulation and control abilities. Starts off in melee combat. So this is it, guys. This is the first public release of 2.3. It's still a release candidate, so it's not quite final yet. They want to get it final in time for the tournament, which is the 24th of June, I believe, the monthly Rumble tournament. So they've released it to the public to fix any lingering last minute stuff in time, hopefully. In a way, there is a few things, nothing major, thankfully. And Fall of Hyades, it's been a long time since you've seen this map casted. Oh, Doom bolts going in on those Marines. Look how much damage that does to those tactical Marines. Man, if you got those heretics in there alongside those Doom bolts, that would have been really scary. But yeah, Fall of Hyades, a decent map. It's very big though. It's sometimes referred to as the Super Argus in relation to Argus Desert Gate, since they have a similar aesthetic in that the top is raised with these staircases, but it plays completely differently. You usually have only 2 players fighting over this contested VP, and the remaining 4 usually fight over this mid, because the mid is so big. It's a bit too big for just 2 players to fight over. So you usually see all 4 players duking it out mid and then going up to support now and then. So top, incredibly important. This 1v1 fight usually decides the game. You've got natural powers up here and that contested victory point. What have we got on the field? We've got Killing Tree going for Tactical Marines into Assault Marines, and Lino, as you can see, with double Guardsmen into a heavy weapon squad. Guardsmen, of course, getting quite substantial buffs in terms of their upkeep and their population costs. So stuff like triple Guardsman builds were buffed quite a lot. Keltos wanting to get away from the reliance on Sentinels in Tier 1, I believe, and we'll see how it pans out. Sentinels now detect units, of course. Assault Marines on the way for both Space Marine players. We've got double CSM from TENrus, Topi with double Heretics into Havocs up the top there. Apothecary backing off away from this Chaos Lord. Chaos Lord, a massive pain in the arse early game, as you'd expect. Big tanky commander with 1,000 hit points, and he can get a really nice ranged weapon to use while he's running around as well. The Combi Flamer, which you might see on this map since it is quite large. Combi Flamer with Armor the Inferno in Tier 2 perhaps. Killing Tree happy to turn and engage. Looks like he's gone for the Sanguine Chainsword. Really nice weapon for the Apothecary. Really good versus Chaos, I think, because he can go up against Heretic squads and peel off models a lot better. And also going amongst the Chaos Space Marines. Assault Marines alongside him, you see the health regeneration aura on those Assault Marines, those green hexagons, as a passive effect that you get from being close by to the Apothecary, and all of his allies will get it. Need to be within a radius of 20, and that's 20 in-game meters. 445, 487. Shuriken Cannon, Guardian Weapon team up for Mercer. A bit static right now. What's going on top? It's red. Some Zeech worship, and we see Mercer supporting the top side. Eldar Farseer there. She starts with the Guide ability, which is an awesome buff, increasing the range and damage of units there you see it on those Guardians. So they now have 30% range and I think 30% more damage, or is it even 40% more damage? It might be. You can use it on melee squads, of course, though the range buff doesn't relate to melee weapons. Some Guardsmen with some copper built, shooting up a node, not achieving a whole lot. Here come Howling Banshees though, fleeting into the action and chopping the crap out of Guardsmen. Banshees, of course, with that health buff out the gate now, 750 hit points when they're produced, going back up to 825 as is usually the case with their aspects. Farseer goes down. Banshees actually receive a range damage resistance buff when they use their fleet, which is what makes them so dangerous running in with that. Blue team blobbing a bit in mid. We do have, we have Tactical Marine with Flamer sneaking up the west side. I don't think they're going to be able to do it though, because here comes a bunch of Chaos stuff. Shuriken has pulled back to cover the VP, make sure nobody comes and decaps her, which is annoying. What's going on east? Sword of Flame up for the Chaos Sorcerer, you see it burning in his hands there, and Heretics in behind. There's a Doombolts again. Wasn't a full shot of Doombolts though. You need, I think you need, is it over 100? Is it? I think it's over 60. I'm not sure how it works. You need a certain amount of energy to fire your full complement of Doombolts. There he is. No, again, didn't do it. I think you need over 60. It might be 100 or something. You saw him consume one of those heretics. Someone can let me know in the comments that plays Sorcerer, because even though I like Chaos and I quite like playing the Chaos Lord, and of course I love playing a Plague Champion, I never played a Chaos Sorcerer. I don't like his animations. That's one of the main reasons I don't play him. He's a really good, really fun and good commander, I think, with some cool war gear, but his animations just look really wrong for a millennia-old martial warrior. His attack animation is ridiculous for someone who's meant to have centuries of combat experience wielding a sword and martial training and demonic powers. Librarian, of course, shares the same animations, which I hate, but there you go. I suppose other people don't mind as much. There it is, look! Who hits you with a sword like that? 374, 472, he's retreated there, and poor Mr. Topi is getting doubled. Havoc's backing away, trying to set up again. Maybe it's a bit risky though. Yeah, you should keep them moving, I think. No, he's going to try and set up here. Massive risk. Here comes Scouts with a grenade. No, they don't have the energy to use it. Of course, Commander's getting caught here, but there's a lot of stuff to shoot back at those Havocs. The Carapace armor of the Lord General, buffed in 2.3, of course, now costs a fair amount less resources, and that is the one that gives you Stand Firm, which allows you to give you immunity to suppression to nearby allies, and that is the Sergeant Retinue member you see there. Shuriken cannon set up mid. There's a heavy weapons squad as well, and they're getting their refractor field. Are they? Did he cancel it? No, they got it. Just don't see it in the unit card, I think. Heretics trying to flank around, maybe a bit too late though. Everything's already retreating out, and now Lino is all the way back to his base. He does have stormtroopers on the way in tier 2, so we're probably on this large map going to see him use that sniper rifle with the fire on my target and double stormtroopers shenanigans with the assault kit, which is pretty nasty. 374, 433.
Research underway.
Double CSM still for TENrus with double Eternal War up straight into tier 2. And he's gone for Lightning Claws on his guy. He's fully upgraded this guy, Mantle of Hate, but he's gone for Demonic Visage, not for the Dark Halo. 367, 433. Devastators in retreat. That was the Psychic Storm from the Farseer's rune armor. A fantastic ability, this thing. Really amazing piece of war gear. All of the extra energy it gives her, and the Psychic Storm. 356, 433. Chaos Space Marines idle, having got out the garrison, and power being bashed heavily. Shotgun Scouts trying to sort this out. That was a Doombolts coming in. Some Zinch worship which infiltrates your units, of course. Scouts getting a bit too close there. Those heretics infiltrated. You should have been able to see them though. Those guys had have a sergeant. Oh, there's that spiritual rites, as it's called, from Spirit Stones. Both the Farseer and the Sorcerer have lost their indicators, so a bit hard to see them, but the Sorcerer has a message from the warp and he's in retreat. Farseer goes down again. 335, 433. Chaos Lord almost level 3. Very surprising to me that he's gone for this melee build on this large map. We'll see how he does with it. Lightning Claws, of course, preclude you from having a ranged weapon to fire, so he's going to need to get close. He does have the Corn Worship, of course, to help him do that. 322, 433. Basilisk Creeping Barrage hitting his own stuff. But blue team will take the east side, and you do see the sniper rifle up for the Lord General and stabilizers even, which is awesome. Back in the fight, healing infantry over time, and that is going to be combined with the Apothecary's healing aura perhaps when he's close enough. Of course, Commander, what did he have? He has the Iron Halo. Mercer going for a Wraith Lord. 317, 431. Some thoughts so far on the melee resistance aura walkers. As expected, the opinion is divided. A lot of people like how much it's changed the game. Some people think it's a bit too far there. Some reports of a Wraith Lord taking on 3 Blood Crushers or something and doing quite well, which is a bit mad. But I mean, the counters are still the same. You use your las cannons, use your ranged anti-vehicle to take them down, use your snares to punish them. 317, 411. It remains to be seen if Keltos will tweak it. 317, 408. There's that Psychic Storm again. It does not affect your allied stuff either, so you don't need to be careful where you place it. Spirit Stones, but she's not close enough to the Banshees to use it and might lose them. Does the Exarch get away? She does get away, and 22 hit points remaining. So she only lives because of that 40 health buff that she got in 2.3. That would have been a dead Banshee squad otherwise. A weapon squad firing away with it. Auto cannon, good damage to all targets. Small area of effect, but the Blood Crusher is in amongst. Recently reduced down to 300 requisition, of course, in 2.3. To help it out a bit, perhaps, versus those scary melee resistance walkers, because this guy does not get it. Devastators in the garrison. We do have grenade launcher heretics with their recently buffed auto guns, but their grenade launchers do slightly less damage per hit. Another Basilisk creeping barrage. Pretty nicely done. It's a big blob, moves it, but nothing really to take advantage. And most of it's infiltrated, of course, and they can't really see it. No detectors around here. Autocannon and a heavy bolter. Here comes the Blood Crusher in worship range though. What's going on? Red team have lost their VP. Here's that Wraith Lord, gone for the shoulder mounted Shuriken Cannon. Gives it a buttload of ranged piercing DPS on the move. I think it's around 40 odd. I think it's 46 piercing DPS, which is a hell of a lot.
Allied infantry destroyed.
Havoc's set up covering the power, which has lost 2 generators, have very nearly lost the node there, as you can see. Look at this, red team populating the central power, contested power. Very rarely do you see this power built on this map. Long time since I've seen this map played though, so we do have double Marcos each CSM for TENrus and a Chaos Dreadnought with that default autocannon. Here comes the Chaos Lord under Khorne Worship. Will he turn to engage those Assault Marines? No, he's using that Mantle of Hate to use Drain Life. I thought he had Harness of Rage, didn't I? No, he has Mantle of Hate. So he has a pretty good build. I thought he had Lightning Claws and Harness of Rage to get energy back, but then went for Demonic, but he hasn't. He's got the Drain Life thing, which I don't think is that good. The duration was lowered quite drastically in Elite mod, and the health drain per tick was increased to compensate, but I think the best thing about it was you disabled the enemy commander for a long time, and you kind of lost that. Bloodletters even getting knocked around, but now they phase out. Topi with a very heavy tier 2, upgraded his CSM. Sorcerer now has the Icon of Zinch, and there you see it going off, doing damage to nearby enemies. I know there's something gets killed. Wow, doing a good job for him so far. We have a whirlwind up here, but no bunker from Lino, which I think is a mistake. Bunkers are awesome. Recently got their health decreased, I believe. Is that right? I think so. Assault Marines on the field. They have Thunder and Lightning for that Melter Bomb and that Blind Grenade, which you don't really see used that often. You can actually disable turrets though. And there's that Psychic Storm on all that guardsmen. Look at that. Wow, he needs to retreat them out, and lost a bunch of models, lost the squad leader there. Does have his Stormtroopers, but he did not go double Stormtroopers, which is what you usually see with the sniper rifle. Well, he is tier 3 now, a bunch of players in fact tier 3. Killing Tree is already there, TENrus and Mercer going also. And a Lehman Rush dropped on the field for Lino. Great global ability. What is this flank from TENrus? A very strange flank. What is he up to? He's got himself in a whole lot of trouble here, I think. Some corn worship. But those heretics need to run away. There we go. Down goes the Chaos Dreadnought as well. Was that a mark of corn Dreadnought? Not sure. I don't think it was. There's the Force Commander, has the Power Fist. Also has Artificer Armor, which increases his health and his energy, which is important. Helps him use the Teleport and Flesh over Steel a bit quicker, but he hasn't gone for the Teleport, he's gone for Iron Halo. 295, 270. Mid very quiet. It's all kicking off each side. Whirlwind doing his disruption thing. Got red team holding firm for now. TENrus off the field and lost his Dreadnought, lost models left and right as always. Chaos Lord just about getting out. There's a long retreat for him. 295, 263, 1-to-1 cap. TENrus firing away. There is Angels of Death from the Killing Tree global ability of the Apothecary, giving him 50% damage reduction on all of his infantry, and it becomes immune to all forms of knockback. Blood Crusher should be going after that Whirlwind on rear armor. Go after it. He wants to tie up those tactical marines, of course. They have missile launcher. Is it going to get away? It's under Zinch worship now. Looks like it is going to get away. Nicely done. Force Commander being a nuisance. He's almost level 6. The Blood Crusher should have kept going. Will go down. Farseer now has the Doombringer. Scary, scary weapon, this thing. Only does melee damage, but you don't get it for the damage it does, you get it for Doom. Put Doom on an enemy, put Guide on an allied thing, and stuff explodes a lot. 295, 263. Heretics just about getting away. There's Banshees just about getting away. Blue team with a very good push. Red team, I don't think, going after prime targets, and TENrus, of course, with that ill-advised flank. Got caught and got like pincered by the Space Marine player coming in. I'm sure if that Space Marine player didn't come in and he had a little bit of support, that would have been an awesome flank, but as it turns out, blue team dominating this east side now, but red team still have this full power here, so they're not too bothered about losing this one. What's this? It's some Chaos Space Marines from TENrus moving up to maybe bash power. What are we going to see from TENrus? He's floating, he's gone for the Phobos. And read a Phobos on the way. 295, 263, steal that 1-to-1 cap. Blue team though finally capping this east side. Will have that VP advantage going into tier 3 stuff. Lino getting some Kasserk in, getting some changes in 2.3. They can now purchase a Sergeant, which increases their courage and their capping rate. Can no longer get weapon expertise, but Melter Guns got a ranged buff to compensate, and their grenade launchers down knockdown targets. So see what he goes for. Going for the Sergeant. First off, they do start with Frag Grenade and Crack Grenade. Great little squad, these guys. And he's going to be able to buff them with his Lord General's Stabilizers and Sniper Rifle. CSM caught. So you don't want to get caught unawares on this map because the retreat is so long. You need to be cautious, I think. Tactical Marines decapping, level 2 there. Chaos Lord going after some Kasserkin. You see that red debuff circle, that's from the Demonic Massage. Now all of that stuff is debuffed. It's a 15% damage debuff where it does go down. Some Zinch worship mid. So Topi has his Havocs here. TENrus still has his Heretics and one of his CSM squads. Also, look at this Lord General with a full retinue. That is awesome. Has almost 2,500 hit points because of that retinue. They will die, of course, and he'll need to repurchase them. But now you can repurchase them for half the cost, which is awesome. 295, 230. Massive engagement here. Assault Marines jumping in. CSM in retreat. Good push by the blue team. Seem to kind of catch red team unawares, and these are Vanguard veterans going ballistic for the Killing Tree with a Power Fist already purchased. And blue team pushing through mid. Very, very strong. Looking very strong. Can he drop a bunker here and help them keep the pressure on? Oh, good grief. TENrus completely forgetting about his CSM, and they go down. 295, 213. Wraith Lord, is this the same Wraith Lord? Wow. Now has Wraith Bone, Wartuck dropped, and she's gone for her Execution, not her buffed Fusion Gun. And the D cannon is up on the east side. Did she finish off that squad? She did. Well done to her. Levels up to 2 as well. Sniper scouts for Killing Tree. It's a strange decision late game. Maybe he wants to punish those Chaos Space Marines. Predator tank for Deckard, and has a Devastator squad with Heavy Bolter. Setup team's always a good purchase anytime in a game, I think, with BB3s. Whirlwind levels to 2 has done quite well for him up here. D cannon using Singularity is going to pull in those scouts, is it? Are they far enough away? I think they are, yes. Another Lehman Rush dropped by Lino, I think it is. He's got a Vanquisher cannon for that bottom Lehman Rush. You see the turret is slightly longer. As a league tank crew for both of them. And as a dead Wraithlord, it'll be chased down and finished off. 295, 186. Oh, will it? There's Wraithbone. Surely he's going to finish this thing off. Have crack grenades to throw. No, it's a Stormtrooper squad. Where are the Cassugans? They are back here idle. Wraithlord lives. Amazing. Great and clean one on the field for Topi. It's a big map for this big slow Greater Demon, and he's trying to push against double Lehman Russes. It's not a good fight for him. Where is the rest of Topi's stuff? What is he trying to do here? Look what he's running into. Oh, there it is. There's his stuff. That's what he's doing. Topi knows what he's doing. Grenade on his stuff. Zinch Worship a bit too far away to support this Great and Clean one. But he's pushing quite hard with him here. Wants to keep chasing those Lehman Russes, so they are moving away. Las Cannon getting shots, and he's in a bit of trouble here. Needs some support or needs some more stuff up here. Ground Clean one taking tons of damage. Power of his force on a level 7. How much damage is he doing with this thing? 295, 186. TENrus does have a Phobos protecting base at the moment. Havocs are suppressing stuff but get jumped by Vanguard veterans, and that is not good. He needs to get them out of here. He's going to get inside the Phobos, I think. Yeah. Where's the Dirge Caster? Has he used it already? He has full energy. Maybe it's on cooldown for a while or something. I'm not sure what cooldown is on the Dirge Caster, but everyone still lives. 295, 186. Look at the requisition that Mercer is floating here. That's an orbital. What does he get with it? He gets these 2 Havocs from Topi. Both had... Nope, one had Mark of Corn, one had Mark of Zinch. I thought they both had Mark of Zinch to try and take on those Lehman Russes, and down goes the Autarch. Ouch. And she gives you 40 red, which is more than you get for killing a commander, which I think is weird. You get 30 red for killing a level 1 commander or a level 10 one. That should perhaps scale as they level up. Phobos happy to hang back, and a D cannon is there covering as well. TENrus now going for a Chaos Predator. I think red team need to make a push through the middle, because blue, look what they have up here. Bunker. Is that, I assume that's going to be a repair bunker. Whirlwind Predator tank, double Lehman Russes. So yeah, good luck taking this. Kashyyyk here. That's their sergeant. And they've gone for a grenade launcher, so we'll see that passive knockback perhaps off each attack. Chaos Lord seeing what's going on and retreats. 2-1 for blue. They're in control right now. Can red team, do they have it in a locker to push back? That's kind of setting up here. Red team, yeah, they don't have a structure up here that they can use to help them camp. Imperial Guard would always have a huge advantage in this kind of situation when they can put down bunkers. 295, 139. Did he just use a Singularity? He did, but it's nothing, a waste. Blue team trying to retake this central power, and TENrus edging forward with his Phobos taking missile hits. His Vengeance Round Stern Guard as well, level 3 Vengeance Round Stern Guard. Vanguard veterans are going to jump. Try and get some rear armies on a tank. No, they go after the Phobos. There is Ages of Death. Phobos taking big chunks of damage. You need to be careful. This thing only has 2,000 hit points, and this is a big, slow thing. 295, 117. Even Russ is level 2, coming to try and finish off the Phobos. This other one almost level 3, and down goes the Phobos, leveled it to 3. In fact, blue team in the ascendancy big time. And they have been, yeah, TENrus wanting them to push mid, and he's right, they should be pushing mid here. Blue team have been in control pretty much since midway through tier 2. Ever since that whirlwind hit the field. As the whirlwind, oh, there's a load. Oh, Eldritch does not quite finish off the Predator tank. Got very close to doing so, and now that repair bunker is going to help it live. There's an Imperial Abyss global nuke for chaos. The bunkers did not get nerfed. They still have 750 hit points. I thought that was meant to go down to 500. I guess it was reversed or never did. I will find out what's going on there. 295, 78. Whirlwind getting its shots in, or trying to at least. Brantley one's still kicking up here. They still have this power somehow. Why are you letting them have this power? Destroy the generators. 1-to-1 cap. Some more Kasrikin for Lino. No upgrades so far. Here's the Chaos Sword. What's he going to do? Going to try and decap. Oh, he's going to chop them to pieces. Smack. That's a special attack. Something's coming up here. What is this? Oh, Land Raider Redeemer. Down goes a... Really? You got another Wraith? Oh, it's the same Wraith Lord, wasn't it? 3 D cannons for Mercer to try and retake this top side. Are they all here? There's 2. Where's the other one? Oh, it's a Bright Lance, you fool. There's 2 D cannons and 2 Bright Lances. And look at this, spray out clean one getting into action there. Why is it backing off? Push alongside it. We have some Chaos Terminators for TENrus. 260, 75. Red team have retaken the east side. Did not see that coming. What is this though? It's the Imperial Guard. Really annoying in this kind of situation when it dislodges all of your setup teams that it hits. Land Raider Redeemer coming up. Basically a mobile base for Space Marines, allows you to reinforce and retreat back to it. It's a powerful short range weaponry as well. There's 2 Flamestorm cannons on the side, sponsons, frag assault grenade launchers on the front, and that twin linked assault cannon, and a multi-motor. This thing really is armed to the teeth. Quite tough too, 2,500 hit points, but here come those Chaos Terminators using their recently buffed Power Fist, and they're going to work on this thing. Red Clean one also there. This is a dead Land Raider Redeemer. What was he? Wow, really shouldn't have pushed it up. I suppose he didn't know because everything was kind of infiltrated here by the warship. Oh, and he didn't get it out. I think he was trying to teleport out his Great Unclean one, was he? Well, he could only teleport it that far because that's where the Chaos Sorcerer was. If he was back at base, he might have saved that guy. 219, 75. Down goes that Havoc squad. Well, and it was a brief success up here for Red Team. That's a good nuke though. Almost finishes off the Stern Guard. Quite lucky to where, in fact, it did finish them off. Well, Killing Tree looking quite light now. Red Team were not out of this, but Topi just lost basically his entire army. Has level 4 Chaos Space Marine still, but he is not reinforcing them for whatever reason, and has level 3 Heretics. His Sorcerer also down. Was getting the Demon Armor at the end there. Land Raider Redeemer number 2 on the way this time from Deckard. Killing Tree with some Predator action. We have 2 bunkers here. This one's a different colour because it's been taken over by Deckard. 219, 48, there's a 2-to-1 cap, and this is probably the end of the game. It was a good try from Red Team, but they should have pushed mid at some point, a concerted push. They had the mid power and they still got this mid power. They didn't need to keep butting their heads up here and defend this one. Killing Tree a bit nervous. Land Raider Phobos on the way for Topi. Avatar of Cain on the way for Mercer. They only have 30 VPs remaining though, and it's a long old trek to get back up to east side to contest, and even a longer trek, I think, to get to the mid. But here comes Topi, level 4, CSN, level 3 Heretics. Finally, those generators going down. Well, 2 of them are, and down goes that one.
capturing one of our victory points.
219, 18. Some discord in the red team's ranks. So happens when you try and fight alongside Chaos. Mrs. Farseer. Terminator squad pulled in by the killing tree, buffing nearby allies every time they kill a heretic with those storm bolters. There you see it going off, those yellow buff circles. 219, 14, 1 to 1 cap, blue team in control, and they have this game. But basically, red team had to try and push mid because they just couldn't push against the bunker. It was very, very difficult to deal with this facing IG unless you can push alongside a couple of nukes or something. And Lino played it well. The light tier 2 with his stormtroopers buffed, full retinue, and then he went for dropping Lehman Russes, which is never bad. There's the time field, but I'm going to run out of VPs. There it is. Yep, TENrus still not happy, but there you have it, guys. Look at the commanders. Level 10 Apothecary for killing tree. Actually did really well before he lost a bunch of stuff, but he recovered at the end there, as you can see with Terminators. Yeah, patrolled mid well. Punished TENrus a lot of times. Helped take out his Phobos, all sorts of things. Lino, level 9 Lord General with sniper rifle, stabilizers. What did he have? Purity, Purification Rights, and Sanguine Chainsword on the Apothecary. Force 1 at level 9, Power Fist, Artificer, and Iron Halo. Chaos Sword, of course, with the Lightning Claws, Mantle of Hate, not the Harness of Rage, and the Demonic Visage. Farseer, Doombringer, Armor Usurian at the end there, and Spirit Stone. She also had the Rune Armor, Kill Sorcerer, Sword of Flame, Demon Armor, and Icon of Zinch, which is such fun to see used. We saw it go off a few times. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.